Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. Last episode we made our way through this barrow, all the way through, and fought what may be the main person here, Oku, a bear god, or something similar. Now we can finally get out of here, though they were very convinced that we not leave. Oh! Current area Bear God's Barrow. These caves are the burial ground for a clan of paragon bears and the beasts who once served them. They are dug into a great earthen mound which rises above the ruins of an ancient Imastiri outpost. Well, this is the only place we can go. Mulsantir, City Gate. The gates of Mulsantir rise above a marshy lowland. A prominent east-west trade route, the Golden Way, passes into the city at this location. Alright then.
Just ahead of us stand the gates of Mulsantir. You've been eviscerated, paralyzed, assaulted by spirits, and subjected to countless leagues of walking. How are you feeling?
Despite the rude awakening and raging bear spirits, I'm well.
Your resilience is admirable. Hopefully you have the energy for one more task before we find you some long overdue rest. I've brought you here to speak with Leanna. She'll hopefully know what happened to you in the barrow, and why.
You mentioned Leanna before. Who is she?
Leanna is an associate of my mother, or so I've gathered. I've never met her or even heard of her until I was tasked to bring you to her.
Perhaps she'll be able to satisfy your curiosity as well as mine.
Whoever Leanna is, we'll soon find out what she knows. Though I did send ahead a pair of servants to find her, and they have yet to return.
What sort of servants did you send?
Homunculi, sentient creatures crafted by my magics.
Sort of like me, only they're not as smart or as good-looking.
Much like Kaji, only these were more primitive creations. It would not surprise me if they got lost on the way.
What can you tell me about this place?
Rashimon's cold winters and unforgiving landscape have crafted a folk that are, well, amusingly enough, cold and unforgiving. But this is my first encounter with these lands. What little I know is based on rumors of crazed barbarians and the masked witches that rule them.
I recall hearing that Rashomon has been invaded several times by Thayan wizards.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be versed in the local history. While we're here, it's best I don't show off my robes.
And what about your tattoos? How will you hide them?
Should the locals grow hostile on account of my markings, their fear of red wizards will prove entirely justified. Was there something else?
I need to know what really happened back in the barrow.
Hopefully Leanna can answer that. I was instructed by my mother to retrieve you. She told me little else.
What does your mother have to do with all this?
She merely gave me the task to find you. She did not tell me why. As the headmistress of my academy, she is often too busy for explanations.
If your mother is headmistress, I imagine that affords you... Why hasn't your mother contacted you with more information yet?
She has her hands full at the moment. There was a matter of unrest at the academy. Red wizards don't always get along. She will contact me when she can. Now, if there's nothing else, I think we should go and find Leanna.
Back in the barrow, there was a moment where you seemed to be hearing sounds, or voices.
I think I need to avoid spirit-infested barrows. The chatter of the dead isn't meant for mortal ears. Let's just keep moving.
Are you sure there's nothing more to it than that?
Nothing more to it? Well, I was in a barrow full of spirits, and if ever there was a breeding ground for the inexplicable, we were in it. Just a matter of spirits having some fun at the expense of the living. No need for you to interrogate me on the matter.
Alright, let's get going.
These robes display my rank and affiliation as a red wizard, and the locals care very little for my people. As long as we're in Mulsantir, I shouldn't display my red robes. Give me a moment to adjust my attire.
I suppose that would work. And we got a volatile air essence out of that.
Come this way.
So what are these? Sophia's disguise. This outfit is meant to disguise Sophia as a Reshemi peasant. It is prudent for Sophia to wear these robes within Mulsantir, where many fear and revile the red wizards of Thay. Less armor, less concentration bonus. Actually, it's the same armor, but less concentration bonus and no improved saving throws. I wonder if I can actually use the Shaper's Alembic here. Combine essences. Oh, I can't. I do not have enough ranks in craft alchemy. Okay. So, let me see something here.
Yes?
If I do this... 8. 8 essences combine to create a brilliant.
Yes.
Well, we have enough that we can do that for a bunch of these. We may as well. Oh, it automatically brings them all down. Okay, good. I'm going to hold them all.
Yes.
Alright, and just to keep things like this, just to keep it all organized, we didn't have enough fire. And we have a pristine power essence. That's interesting. Alright, we've got a whole bunch of brilliance. Let's move on. Not much to this place. There's appear to be something out there. A bunch of people. Oh wait, there's something to investigate over here. Dirt mound. Let me take a look at it first. Quarterstaff and a dart. +2 quarterstaff, +3 dart. We have a lot of loot that we can sell. And we have no money! They took all of our money! Come on! At least they left us our clothes. A wet and gloomy Mulsantir day to you, my friend. You did not perchance encounter an army of angry spirits on the road? I don't usually begin conversations this way, but the local shamans aren't usually in such a pique, and my wagon isn't usually mired outside the city gates. An army of angry spirits? Is that common in this land? Only when my livelihood is stuck in a ditch outside the city wall, I assure you. To be truthful, I have no idea. This is a hard country, unkind to foreigners, and I try to keep myself behind as many walls as I can, and bide my time until I return home for the season. You are not from Rashomon? No, I hail from Thesk, on the other side of the river to the west. My trade takes me along the Golden Way, but my aversion to death keeps me in Mulsantir. Golden Way, the trade route that connects the west to the far kingdoms of Karator. This road is the Golden Way? I admit, one expects a more literal relationship between the name and the reality. It's grander as you travel farther west, and a little more than a line of stone markers when it passes to the Horde lands to the east. Not that I've ever traveled that far. They also say that it's the grandest of all once it reaches the borders of Shu Lung, but they are usually Shu merchants trying to entice me to buy something. What sort of items do you trade? Furs, spices, exotic woods. The sort of dull merchandise that ought to make one rich, but in my case doesn't. I want to ask something else. Until the mud sees fit to release my wagon, I'm at your service. I'm seeking a theater, and a woman called Liena. Then Timora has smiled twice upon you, for you'll find both within these walls. Pass through these gates and head straight on to the round ramshackle structure that smells distinctly of garlic and sour wine. And Liena, she is within? Indeed, and I have never seen her come out. You don't approve of this theater? I am a sloop man myself. Amongst the foreigners in the city, you'll discover a completely irrational devotion to one or the other, the veil or the sloop. Amongst the locals, you will find an equally irrational disdain for both. The Rashemi are a humorless folk, suspicious of foreign goods and foreign gods. Alright then. Why did you ask me about angry spirits? Because the locals are staying indoors and bolting shut their windows and muttering darkly of an angry beast god. Whatever foreigner stirred up this mess, I do not envy him, or her, and I'd counsel him to finish his business in Mulsantir quickly, before the witches take notice. Witches? There are witches in the city? Oh yes, you'll know them by their masks, and by their uncanny ability to turn up when they are least wanted. Capricious, wrathful, answerable to no one, their whims are law in this mad country. You're a merchant. Do you have goods to trade? To your first question, yes, and I'd be a poor tradesman if I answered no to your second. I'd like to trade then. Alright. We've got a little bit of armor. +3 tower shield, but we're fine with the mirror shield. Though the tower shield would be nice, but the extra bonuses are good. +4 longsword. Impressive. Whole bunch of potions. Well, a couple potions and a whole bunch of those. Amulet of the Master, Ring of Major Sonic Resistance, and a couple of wands. And nothing to hold that. Alright, well, we have a load of stuff to sell. 25,000. That's a good amount of coin. I am selling all of this stuff that I don't need. I'll hold on to the sword for now. I'm going to sell the light crossbow. Amulet of Unyielding Will, so yeah, sell that. Shroud of the Leopard, sell that. Axe of the Bear King. There we go. I'm gonna hold on to these two for now. Kinda wish I was still neutral, but it looks like I'm heading towards lawful, unfortunately. Alright, +4 longsword. You know what? I'll buy it. We haven't improved this other one. So a better longsword. How does that look? Where am I? There I am. There, that's the +3. No, not sell. That's the +4. That's interesting. Right, there we go. +4 longsword. Very nice, and I didn't improve anything else, so we're good. We got a 35 attack bonus. Yeah, we're good here. I like that. Alright, I think we're good for now.
I greet you.
Chat with Shelvadar if you like. We've got to get his cursed wagon unstuck. If we're going to trouble anyone, I'd rather it be Shelvadar. It'd keep him from yapping at us at least. Oh, looks like there's a dirt mound over there. Might have something of use. What I'd really like is some sort of bag of holding or the like. Thieves' tools and gold piece. Well, we'll sell the thieves' tools, but hey, 6,000 gold pieces hidden in something. I'll happily take that. I'd like to trade again, selling those thieves' tools. Tempted to sell the belt, but I'll hold on to it just in case. For now, anyway. And this leads into Mulsantir. Alright. Vale Theater's there. Mulsantir Bazaar is there. Berserker. Leave me be. I speak your common tongue poorly, and I like it even less. Noted. Take a look around a bit first. I have heard that the bear god has awakened after a century of sleep. This bodes nothing good by the three. Hey, a bunch of scrolls. Throw 'em to the wizard. And a locked door. This building is locked. Perhaps the residents are not home. Can Kaji open it?
Your command?
The answer is no. A specific key is required. Not much to go down here. Interesting music. Very tribal. 900 gold pieces. That's something. Looks like this is the market. Azim Kototh. Well met, my friend. Would you be interested in some fine Mulharandi goods? Or perhaps you are a craftsman looking for supplies? Crafting, you say? Where's the nearest workbench? I'm not from the town, but I do believe the Veiled Theatre has workbenches. Does that mean you're interested in buying something? Yeah, let's see what you have for sale. More armor. +3 full plate. It's basically all +3 armor. Looks like that's how things start, with +3. Which is interesting. Full plate +3 would actually be good in my end. Because all I have is a +1 bonus to dexterity. I should improve that a bit. I could think my way towards a whirlwind attack. No matter. Weapon-wise? Let's see. Dragon pebbles. Said to be stolen from the show court by a courtesan thief close to the Chancellor, this valuable artifact remained in the thief's hands for a little time before it was lost in the storm of people and belongings swept along to Thesk after the Horde invasion. Rescued by a too clever merchant and passed down the Golden Way, this unassuming sling, pride of the Shu Lung Empire, now lies within your grasp. Whether or not it does in fact throw pieces of the great Pao Hu Jen, the petrified sea dragon that now walls off Shu Lung, likely matters little. It is its impressive damage against your foes that holds the most weight. +6 attack bonus, immunity to sonic damage, and unlimited ammo. Okay. That's interesting. And the rest are all +3 weapons. A couple +4s. Alright. Potions and scrolls, nothing. Rings, nothing I care for. And let's see here. Crafting tools, it seems. But I'm not a crafter, so I don't really care about any of it. On the refinement of the alchemist's craft. Okay, that's how to make the various throwables. Scabbard of keen edges. Most scabbards of this type were created by a long-forgotten order of paladins and militant clerics, but today they see used by all sorts of warriors, both good and evil. Use keen edge. And we've got a Shaper's Alembic, which we've already got one. The Tome of Alchemy? It's the same thing. Don't need any of that. Alright, thank you, but no thanks. Mother Fedora. Welcome to Mulsantir, stranger. You will find us a cautious people, yet friendly if treated well. Have you come here to trade? Yes, let's see what you have. Belt of Frost Giant Strength. +4 strength compared to this, which gave the armor bonus, but that was it. And the magic circle of alignment, which I never used. Fanarith's Redemption. +4 armor bonus, will, and a lot of regeneration. After a cursed suit of armor drove the noble Faranaith to frenzy and murder, he was cast from the paladinhood of Torm and forced to wander for years, preaching the worship of his deity from town to town. After stumbling upon a dark cult who had infiltrated a nearby temple, Faranaith rallied the people to seek the truth about the impostors. Stirred by his passionate orations, a group of villagers marched with him into the temple and fought valiantly against the evil cultists, decimating their forces. Faranaith himself was grievously wounded by the cult leader in battle, but before he passed from the world, a great eagle appeared by his side, healing his wounds and once again gracing him with the power of Torm. His belt, which had been removed to try and treat his wounds, was graced with a fraction of this power, and has remained an example both of Torm's forgiveness and the paladin's steadfast bravery and desire for truth. Interesting. And there's also Cymbalin Bracers. Only usable by elf, half-elves, and humans. +2 armor, negative energy. Okay, interesting. Weapon-wise, Sivlem. Less move silently. Okay, I don't care about that. +6 enhancement? +2 strength, freedom of movement, keen. Holy crap! Crafted to be an intelligent weapon who inspired its wielder to acts of stunning bravery and heroism, Sivlem was to be the pinnacle of Mastersmith Nevik's work, the finest sword in Amun. Indeed, it is a handsome blade, humming quite literally with power and wickedly sharp. But when drawn forth for the first time and commanded to speak, the blade remained silent, and Nevik realized in horror what had happened. The enchantment to grant the item intelligence was too late, and the plain but serviceable blade he made immediately afterwards had inherited the self-awareness meant for its more magnificent sibling. Though Sivlem has still had a glorious history of participating in the doing of great deeds, its vanished twin has crisscrossed the land far more often, skipping from one adventure to the next and attempting to keep a cheerful outlook, despite its owner's unhappy tendency to either discard it for something more powerful or be slain. Okay, that is a weapon I want. 300,000 gold. That's something I think I can save up for. Keen, freedom of movement, strength bonus, and then enhancement bonus. I don't care about the move silently penalty. I don't sneak, but that is good. What's Aramel's truth? Aramel was a man far better known for his skill with words than with swords, smoothly tricking wealthy targets out of their earnings with nearly effortless tales, and the aid of several cohorts nearly as skilled with confidence games as he. He, however, was a wretched fighter and knew that one day his luck with words might run out and force him to defend himself with steel. How fortunate, then, that he discovered a blade so ideally suited to protect him. Armor bonus against humans, enhancement bonus, freedom of movement, and improved evasion. Okay. Anything here? Potions and scrolls, don't care. Rod of Thunder and Lightning, I can use it? Chain Lightning and Soundburst, huh. And not what I'm looking for. Okay, I am saving up for Sivlem. I want that. And I think I'll take the Belt of Frost Giant Strength, just because, yeah, I lose the armor class bonus, but it's fine. It's relatively cheap. And I actually get more back for this. That's fine. And I may as well sell the Icy Short Sword that I made. Okay. There we go. I'll take that. And this appears to be the Vale, which is where we're supposed to go. And... hold on, there's a... oh, there's a barrel here. Sure, let's take it. More gold pieces. I'll take it. Alright, saving up. We already only have 50,000 more that we need to get. And there appears to be something there, but... we'll go into this building in the next episode, because this one has gone on... I could go 5 minutes more, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot happening when we walk into the theater. So that'll happen in the next episode. Till then, I'm Chester44. That is Travis Ignam, Sophia, and Kaji. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. And I shall see you all next time.